You're listening to 182.3, Care What People Think.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Care What People Think podcast. I'm Ryan, and as always, I'm here with my cuffed co-host, Will. Cuffed.
Yeah, I went to jail like about 3 years ago.
Oh shit.
So,
well, I was going for the girlfriend, but
I went to jail because I was stealing too many girls' hearts.
Oh shit! Shit!
Hit me with that was easy button.
Nah,
Sorry,
bro, I'm cringing so hard over
Yeah.
here. Holy
Same.
shit! Isn't that where you met your girlfriend?
Damn,
All right,
that's
moving
crazy.
on. Moving on. Will has currently been in a relationship with his girlfriend Paris for about 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days now. Am I right?
Damn, that's weird that you know that. Who freaking told you that, bro?
Paris? Just kidding.
Oh.
You did. Thank God. I thought it was a year and a half. That's so bad for me. Anyway, we're going to talk about being in a relationship today, and I'm going to be the one interviewing him, asking him the hard questions that you want to know about him. So, Will, you're 23, living in LA with your girlfriend. You love creating YouTube videos. Your job heavily relies on video editing, marketing, and
Wait.
What?
What are you proud of?
No, I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I was gonna kind of blue ball you. I'm not gonna lie. So,
Damn it, my bad.
no, it's fine. I just wanted to know how you juggle all these aspects of your life, right?
Yeah.
But first, we have to start with our weekly. Yeah, exactly. You could
There
have just
we
waited
go.
like 5 more seconds.
Fuck. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, go.
We start off with our weekly tradition where we say something we're proud of from the previous week. So that's going to be my turn this week. This has nothing to do with relationships or anything, but this past week I started using my camera. It's like an EOS 50. I don't know if you know exactly what that is, but it's a brand of camera. It's like a Canon camera, right? And so I've just been researching though its full potential and like how to use cameras because I've never been taught actually how to like use aperture and ISO and all this stuff. So I took a couple hours just to sit down in this last week and really just learn about like the small things, and because I really do want to get into like photos and videography as a side hobby. I've just always had that passion, but I just want to learn more tips and tricks to help me out instead of just like raw dogging it. So
Yeah, that's fair. I've still never been taught. I took one photography class in community college. I still don't know what I'm doing.
that's okay, dude. But I'm also saying like, I mean, I learned how to like shoot just like in raw and then like raw mode, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And then like Lightroom and everything. I've just been like working on stuff. So
Nice.
I'm proud of myself, dude. I didn't expect like myself to really just sit down and like do it, but I did it. So it's cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks, dude. Then I can take photos of you and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have anything to go off of that, or am I just you're gonna be in the hot seat?
No, just I guess the only thing, if you have somehow made it to this far in the episode and you don't give a shit about anyone being in a relationship because people hate love, but sometimes love or love the idea of loving love, but they have to learn to love, not hate love, then I would recommend last week's episode is all talking about interviewing Ryan's perspective about the dating scene in 2024, the ups and downs, difficulties, the pros, cons. Just if you don't know, just go to last week's episode and that can be a whole different perspective. So
I only cried a little bit in single, so. But yeah, definitely check it out. All right, dude. I'm gonna start with a basic, generic question. But how many previous relationships have you been in?
I guess if you're like, I would. Okay, when are we talking age? Because your boy did get dumped in middle school.
That's cool, dude. No, say every single relationship, and you just have to say a number. You don't have to explain.
Then I would say Paris is my 5th girlfriend.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to give the listeners a little bit of background. So this isn't a first relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. So I just want you to think back to your first date with Paris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my first question is like, Where did you guys go? What's a normal spot for a first date? What was your Riz technique with her?
Oh fuck. Okay, so well, fun fact, Ryan has a way better Riz than me. Well, like, okay, if someone was like, here's a hypothetical, go Riz this girl up, and I was like having to pick up my girlfriend like at a bar, bro, I would fucking do nothing. I actually said what I would do in one of the episodes where you were like, what would you do? And I said I'd fucking go on the pool table and just like ask people to play the game because I need an activity to do because I'm literally a walking board game. But I think Ryan has better like Riz.
Whoa!
This
Episode's about you, bro.
Okay. Sorry, get off track. How I would wait? I already forgot the question. First question.
Where did you go on your first date? It's not that.
Oh, okay. God damn it, overthinking everything. Okay, the first date that we went on was to a burger bar. Or like it was called.
Okay, so it
Grub.
was a restaurant. It was a restaurant.
Yeah, it was a restaurant, and it was more like a not a steakhouse. What's the like a
bar, burger bar.
Like a burger bar. Where I fucking said that.
I know. I know you did.
Like
like a diner maybe.
Diner has more of like 60s and 80s vibes. Not like that old, but like something like Cooper Smith's. Downtown Fort Collins.
Okay.
Something like that. Kind of not a pub, but like nicer and more casual and healthier.
Okay, cool.
Is what it was.
I mean, we didn't have to go into that much detail, but that is okay.
Oh, yeah,
I just wanted to know restaurant and to be honest. But okay, I'm gonna ask a couple in a row. So, what did you and Paris talk about during that first date? And did you think it went smooth, awkward, or like, were you nerve-wracked, or like, were you nervous the whole time, or how did it go?
That's interesting you ask because so I guess kind of also hinting at the Riz part like at the beginning. What we mainly talked about was literal like small talk like questions. Like when we started texting, I was carrying the whole like every interaction where it was asking a question about like literally I was so fucking down bad to just talk to my girlfriend because she's so fucking attractive. But I was like, oh, so like any interaction, I just want to know more about her. And so I would be like, oh, what's your favorite blank? Do you do blank? What's your favorite, like, she's from California, so does she surf? That's a stereotype because she asked if I skied, which I also fucking don't, which is funny because she doesn't surf, so that failed. I was shitting bricks during our first date because if, like, my girlfriend was, well, in comparison, my girlfriend is a lot quieter than I am. And so when we were, like, talking while eating, she was, like, being a normal human and eating her food. And I was just, like, talking my face off like a nonstop jukebox. And so I thought the date was going really bad. Because, well, I thought it was going really, you know, that's a really good question. I felt good. I felt good because I was having fun talking to her. But I also kind of knew deep down, I'm like, I wonder if this is going really bad because the girl is just not talking back, really. Like, but her body language wasn't saying this is going bad. Like, she seemed interested.
I thought you were gonna say you were like shoving a burger down your face and being like, "Whoa, where are you from?" And I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
No, I was really nervous though, which makes sense. And
what do you think she would say? Did you think she was nervous? Do you think she thought you were nervous? Like, what was her perspective? What do you think?
I'm pretty sure she was also nervous, but I think we were both on the same page. Very lucky and fortunate to have that happen, where we were both really nervous, but we both could tell we were having fun, and we knew the other person was having fun.
Cool.
She didn't think it was going bad, but I did have like a second guess where I'm like, okay, is this going bad? Because like I literally talked for, I'm not even kidding, Ryan. We're eating food. You know how fast I eat food. I literally took 2 bites of my burger within like 20 minutes. I was talking so fucking much that once I stopped my story, it felt like I just ran a marathon and I was breathing really heavy. And I'm like, dude, I need to shut the fuck up because I'm on a date. Which also, okay, you asked like girlfriends in the past. This was the first date I had ever gone on in my life with someone I didn't know from school or from.
Isn't it more nerve-wracking?
Yes, very much so.
Told
because
you.
Tune
into the last episode, like last
Yeah.
week's episode, but I talked about that, dude. face to face without ever seeing them before is so intimidating.
Well, like I saw photos of Paris, but I
In
didn't
person.
ever.
In person.
Oh yeah, yeah, but like the first date in person, like you don't just know them from a class in school. You don't just know them from work because you still get to be around them. But I'd never been around Paris, and so when I was around her, I was like, holy shit, I could fuck this up at any moment.
Totally.
And yeah, that was a first.
All right, dude. Well, moving on. Tell us about a challenge that you faced as a couple and how you overcame it. This could be something as simple as a miscommunication or a disagreement in some regard, but just something you can think about in the recently.
Shit. Okay, you know what? This is actually gonna be a good reflection about how I need to fucking calm down from working because I just work so fucking much. It was our 6-month anniversary, and we were hanging out, and it was a Thursday, and this was in 6 months. So this was 2022, 6 months in 2022, and at this time I was streaming 3, 4, maybe even every day time a week, and I just stream in my dorm, and it was a Thursday, so I'm like, I have to stream, and I told her strictly I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or I stream Monday. I was supposed to stream, and I told her I stream these days the day before because I knew she was gonna want to like have me quote unquote ditch and not stream and like hang out with her because it's our 6-month anniversary, and I feel like girls are just also more in general like more in. I don't want to say
digging
attached,
yourself a
but
hole,
like,
bro. You're digging
no,
yourself a hole.
no, because they're more. There's
I know
more
what you
of,
mean.
like,
I know what you
there's
mean.
more of an investment of like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year.
Totally.
And then,
Totally.
So for me, I was like, I think I was just so like, I felt so at peace with her that I didn't think it would bug her to not do anything because I had tried working plans out beforehand and nothing ended up happening. She also, we thought she had dance and then she didn't have dance or something. So we could hang out, and I literally was at her house and I didn't even say, this is why you need to fucking communicate, because I told her the day before that I'm like, I stream on Tuesday, Thursday, whatever. And then Thursday came around and we started hanging out after I finished my last class at school. And then literally we hung out and she didn't say, are you going to stream or can you not stream or do you want to hang out? And I didn't say, hey, so I'm going to go home because I stream on these days, even though it's our 6-month anniversary. I literally went up and dipped. I literally just walked out the door because I was like, okay, I got to go because I stream. That was like probably one of the first early on like conflicts I can think of. And again, it just there was absolutely no communication.
That was the part two.
So obviously I got home and I streamed through the 6-month anniversary, and after I finished I felt bad, and then like I felt really bad because I was like, that just wasn't worth it, and anyone could have understood to like. The main reason it was difficult is because at this point I kind of had like a self thing where I'm like, I don't want to do content creation with my significant other unless it's after 6 months, and this was up until 6 months, and I wasn't really comfortable to share a stream with Paris yet, and so I was hiding kind of her or our relationship, and so I didn't want to just tell like everyone in my Discord being like, hey, I can't stream tonight, whatever. And people, I had made up some excuses from homework previously. Well, I had homework. People were saying it was excuses of like, oh, I can't stream this day, sorry, I'll stream tomorrow. Oh, I can't stream this day, I'll stream tomorrow. So I was like, I have to stream because I literally haven't in a while. And then I ended up missing 6 months. So I felt bad. And then when I FaceTimed her, she was, rightfully so annoyed. And I felt so bad that as like a makeup gift, one of Paris's favorite TV shows is Phineas and Ferb. Because she's born in 2002. So she doesn't watch the OG cartoons. But Phineas and Ferb.
Damn, how to start another fight.
And yeah, so she likes Phineas and Ferb, and so basically I had class from 9 until, bro, my days sucked back in the day. I had class from 9 until 4:30 p.m. And then right after, through multiple classes, I made her a Phineas and Ferb comic book, like a card, but it was like 6 pages long, and it was like, hey, Ferb, what should we do today? And then Perry the Platypus goes on his whole like adventure thing, and it's
Shit.
Mr. Agent P. Will's been a dumbass and forgot to plan something or something like that. And I literally made like a whole story, and then he like runs into Dr. Doofenshmirtz and he makes like an
That's kind of
apology
fire.
to
I'm not
Ray
gonna
or
lie.
whatever.
That's pretty fire.
And it was funny because at first I'm like, I'm gonna make a card, and then as I was doing the Phineas and Ferb like write out, I'm like, it would be so fucking cool if I actually had the whole Perry the Platypus goes away, he runs into Doofenshmirtz, and it related back to Phineas and Ferb. And I didn't end up getting like Candace involved. I wanted to get her involved, but I literally did this in 5 hours. And so I did it from throughout the classes on Friday, and then from 4:30 until like 8:30 on that Friday.
Did she accept?
Yeah. Well, she was
I know,
she
I'm
was just
kidding.
so
I'm kidding.
she was just so surprised that I
Put effort
did.
into something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or at least like turned it around quick. But it
This
was
is-
I'm not gonna lie, it was lit.
This is definitely a generalization, but a lot of girls get treated like shit, so they don't expect that stuff, and that kind of makes me sad. Because I'm like, yeah, that should be like a no-brainer, you know? Like, you should own
Yeah.
up to your mistakes, and same goes with like guys too. Like, a lot of guys get mistreated. Girls could run all over you and just not say sorry. So, big up to you, good shit, and I think that's a great way to handle it, and that's a great way to overcome it.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I did something else with like I can't remember if I might have done flowers, or I might have done like a gift card to a nail salon, or I that was like one part, and then I did like a financial part just so it was like a bit more
Totally.
packaged.
All right, one more before I get into the little
Shit.
bit more spicy question. Not spicy, but exciting
It's
ones.
spicy. Okay.
Nah, but so okay, you picture yourself in Paris in 5 years, right? Let's
Yeah.
just say 7.5 years at that point. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna be up to? And do you think there are any fun or exciting like goals that you have together, or that like you've talked about? Any like plans or? I know that's so far down the line, but
Yeah.
can you picture anything?
The main thing I can tell you is within the next 5 years, we're going to travel a lot, because this is also why I know it's really great. Like I know how healthy Paris is to like date for me, because I literally am a fucking hermit and I stay inside and I work all day. And just like that episode about balancing work life and relax time, my motto is work hard and then work some more. So I don't really like take time to chill and relax, and Paris is really good about turning the switch off of like, okay, it's work, I'm working, and then okay, it's not work, I'm done. Like, she's very good at keeping it separate, kind of like you do, where you like having a job that's separate from your social life. Like, I used to respond and do content every single day because I was like, I have to, and she literally is like, like if she has email stuff that she has to worry about, whether she was doing like UGC content or like talking to brands, she's like, nope, it's Saturday and Sunday, those are days off. I'm not responding, and I'm not emailing. Which is
dope.
crazy, because from my perspective, I'm like, dude, you could get turned down because you didn't respond in time. But I mean, to her point, most people operate on a Sunday and Saturday off schedule, like a regular 5-day work week. So that's like a really good thing. So along with that is she likes travel. She just likes traveling in general. She loves to travel, and I grew up kind of traveling, more so road trips. And so I know that there will be a really good balance of me stopping work when I can and when I think it's a healthy time to stop, and we go travel. I don't know specifically where.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
But basically
5
getting out of your
years-
shell, bro. It sounds like she's
Yeah.
really pushing you to like travel and do things that you most likely would not do on your own.
Yeah.
Also, I've met Paris in person, not for a very long time, but dude, she is insanely cool, insanely healthy for you, insanely awesome. So I will say, like, this is a healthy relationship between you guys, and that's not just you saying that. That's just, it's obvious. And I think it's super cool too that you guys kind of like help each other in the ways that you lack. Is that a weird, like, that's kind of a weird way to put it, but maybe for her, she doesn't like stay in as much. She doesn't like do some of the things that you do, you know, and she's pushing you out of your comfort zone. You're doing the same to her. So that's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, that's also why, like, within 5 years, I see, like, having, like, I see us collaborating in social media stuff in some degree because she does like social media. She just learning how to like kind of the pathway of like, what do I like about social media, what do I not like. But I know she likes working with it regardless, whether it's salsa dancing because she's a salsa dancer and a salsa coach. So whether it's doing that or it's doing that offline, but like
Totally.
helping her coach out, yeah, she just likes that whole aspect.
All right, dude. So these are questions from my guy friends. I don't think I'm gonna be saying names.
Oh shit.
But I asked them all questions, or I asked them if they could give me questions for you. I will tell you at the end there's going to be some joke questions that we're going to read out. You do not have to answer them because they are insane.
Okay.
But there are no, like, they're so funny though. So I have to say them. But
Okay.
for some of the real questions, one of my friends asked, "How much should you know somebody before you date them?"
That's a really good question. And honestly, you don't need, I don't think you need to know someone to any regard. Because really, at the end of the day, what matters is if both of you catch each other's attention. So, like, it does help to, like, be on a dating app and see what they look like. It does help to be in a classroom and get their tone and attitude and energy of, like, who they are.
No, but hear me
who
out.
they
Hear me
can-
out. Like, if you've
Like-
been on like 5 dates, right? With
Oh,
that girl.
okay.
No, I'm saying like you're really close with this girl, but you're not yet official. Like,
Yeah.
and you still like not. I'm not saying you're like iffy with the girl, but I just don't know. Like, there's that weird little space where you're like, well, should I ask her to be my girlfriend? Should I? That's what we mean, I think. Like, should you give it a couple
So-
dates or like what? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a okay. I see what you're saying. I feel like I don't know because like meeting Paris, it was so clear that we were both 100%, as they say, locked in. Like no one was playing fucking games. Neither one of us were like, why the fuck? No one is gonna wait a whole day to lag on purpose so we don't seem like we're impatient and we're annoying to text the other one back. There was no like game like that. It was very like once we were going on dates, and that's the cool thing. Paris and I went on dates, so we like dated for I think 2 weeks. We started our first date was on April 14th, divisible by 7. And then I asked her to be my girlfriend on April 27th. Also ends in a 7. And the other reason why I'd say it's a little skewed is because this was at the end of the school year, my junior year, and so I had to go home to Colorado for the summer. So like I didn't want to be like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend online or through text or phone call? I didn't want to do that. So I was like, I have a time limit that like subconsciously was probably on my mind.
It was a very quick turnaround, but it was also like
Yeah.
it was obvious. So I think you answered it perfectly. It was quick. It was you knew. It's good.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bad thing. I think it's the fact that you knew that you guys were good for each other, compatible. You weren't playing games. So that's
No,
your
I was
answer.
just
Yeah,
the
I
last
think
thing I
that's
was
good.
gonna say quickly because I know we got questions to get through is it sucks because everyone fucking says it, but when you know, like you just have this innate gut peaceful feeling.
I've never known.
Clarity. Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
so it's so different per person.
Totally. Okay. Do you feel like you simp for
Yes.
Paris?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Do you think that's bad to an extent? No, like
to an ex-
okay, that's what I'm saying. Like I think where you're at is good, but I also feel like if you simp too much,
to
What
an
do you think
extent,
about that?
yeah, it's bad because like you shouldn't be like, oh, I love my partner so much, I'm gonna throw away my hopes and dreams. That's like stereotypical, like you're hard simping for someone, which like I don't think that's healthy because you shouldn't live your life for someone else. Like you should do what you want to do, and both people, if the relationship is healthy, should both be open minded to helping each other through whatever hobbies, career they want to go through. So like I don't think it's I feel like it's very extreme because like I would say I simp, but that's also it's like I like getting her things and I like going to like doing experiences like all the time.
yeah, you like making her feel happy, and
Yeah.
I think that's a good simp thing. Where a lot of guys are like, "Well, I don't simp," and low-key, I was one of them for a while because
Crazy.
the simp word just scares me. It feels like I am now less than everyone else because I was like, oh, well, I'm giving her everything. I don't care about my well-being. That's actually not true. Simping, I think, just means like really caring for the other person and like going out of your way. I think there's definitely healthy simping as well as I think I also do see the point of view of not wanting to be a simp though because you've been like hurt so many times. I'm not saying it's an excuse.
That's fair.
It's not an excuse, but like girls and guys both suck. Like they could totally break hearts, and it's hard to just like trust somebody and simp for them like out of the gate. So
Yeah.
one more
Next
real one.
Hit me.
One more real one, and then we're just gonna go like, I'm just
Wait.
gonna say them. I'm gonna say the other ones because they are so funny.
Okay.
What is your stance on being like exclusive? Like when some like couple says, "Oh yeah, we're exclusive, but we're not dating," or "We're a thing, but we're not dating." It's like, have you ever had those people?
They're exclusive or they're not dating. In my initial gut reaction, because I knew some people in college that were kind of like that, where they were like, they didn't want it. I mean, they did it to a crazy extent. Like I knew some people and they were like, oh, we're exclusive. They did that for like 5 months and they didn't date. In my opinion, I mean, if you're gonna say that on the outside, but if both of you are just down with like friends and with benefits and both people are like equally signed up for that, I guess that's okay. I would expect someone to start catching feelings later, and then the whole like there's an imbalance of the relationship. Probably, I would assume that's what I just in my experience of seeing people around me do. That's kind of what happens. But I feel like if you're just gonna stay exclusive, you're probably just avoiding commitment. And if
I think you did great with that question because personally, I think it's just like a hookup phrase. It's more like, yeah, I'm just seeing her, but I also want to like see other girls. Like it's just we're kind of exclusive, but like it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We're not like together. We're not official. And I think it sounds more like a middle school term to me. I'm like, I'm exclusive with Jennifer. Like that sounds weird to me. I'm just like, I'm dating her. She's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get what you mean.
All right, dude. Well, that was all of the actual questions. I just want to put a disclaimer for the next couple ones because these are absolutely hilarious and they're not actual questions that you are going to be answering, nor Paris should be overthinking these when they've been said. I just think that it was fucking hilarious. No, I just know Paris will be listening and be like, "What? Why did they?" No, it's just my friends being idiots. All right.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna out him, Noah.
Oh,
Noah.
Fucking crazy.
I'm outing him, bro. I'm outing him. Noah goes, ask Will if he ever starts a fight just for the makeup sex.
That's crazy. No, I don't even. I wouldn't even. I'm just not that guy though. Like, why would I make a fucking fight for fun?
I know.
Paris wouldn't do that either. So no.
I died when I read that one. Okay.
That's
and then he said, then see if he manipulates the fight to be worse or better depending on how aggressive he wants it.
That's crazy. Hell no. God damn.
Oh, man. All right. This was another person in the friend group going, ask who is more dominant in bed. You don't have to answer that. Ask him if it bothers him to dress up as a schoolgirl for roleplay.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What is his safe word in bed?
Bro. How much thought did they give this?
Has he cheated on her over or under 10 times? Does he regret the over or under one of those?
Bro, these questions.
Not the follow-up question. They said these are all jokes, but I just had to say them. Ask him his celebrity crush and then follow it up by how his girlfriend looks nothing like that celebrity crush.
That's really funny. I don't have one,
Okay.
but that's a really funny follow-up.
It is. And I didn't want to like tee you up and then just have you like be like, what the hell? But I had to say some of these because they are so funny. So, thank you so much, Will. You can hit it with the outro, but yeah, I actually did learn a lot today with just
That's
I
cool because I felt like I talked too much at a couple parts, but
you had 2 bites of your burger, so
that's so good.
nice.
Yeah, maybe I can finish the rest. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to this more interview styled episode. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a rating. It helps out a ton. Thank you, guys. You guys have actually already started doing that, so we just want to appreciate you guys for already rating these episodes. Well, just rating podcasts in general. But make sure to listen on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, anywhere that you listen to the podcast. And if you're gonna listen to one thing throughout this episode, remember to overly communicate, in my opinion. Just like the example I gave where I assumed that I was just going to dip on my 6-month anniversary and just go stream. Like, I literally was I literally said, no, I'm going to go play video games. And, yeah, overly communicate because you may sound annoying, I guess, but, like, it's just so much. You just don't know what the other, like, mental space the other person's in. Like, they could forget what you said once, so if you only say it once, it may have forgotten. So just communicate overly. That's what I would say from being in a relationship for 2 years, about what's going on, plans that are going to be in the future, and then also just in general, I guess what relates to the last episode, but dating in this new tech age can be super difficult, and managing social media is like an entire new factor that you also got to like deal with, and that changes perception of dating in general. So if you're single out there, that sucks. I can't relate. But
wow, that's crazy. I knew you were gonna do it too. I
had that teed up for last episode, but
I bet, bro.
Jokes aside, putting yourself first, you will meet someone when you least expect it, and it's okay. It's okay. It's also okay to not be okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. That's crazy, and make sure to care what people think. We'll see you next week.
See you next week on 182.3.